Hello my modeling friends and welcome to my new video. In this video I'm going to paint a tank, applying some camouflage on a tiger tank, assembling 3D printed resin tracks, painting the tracks, gluing cobblestones on a diorama, painting stones, painting faces, and of course painting the clothes too. Let's go after the intro. In this project I use 3D printed parts like figures, railway tracks and an advertising column. The paving stones are from Gallery Design. And of course printed tracks for the tank. After priming the tank in black, I will apply a base coat in Hallo red. My choice is XF9 by Tamiya. For some variations in the color, I highlighted areas with German grey. My choice here XF63 by Tamiya. For chipping, I cover the whole tank with chipping fluid by Armor of Mick. Now it's time for the base color. My choice here XF88 dark yellow. For the best results, apply the paint in several thin coats. Now it's time to activate the chipping fluid. Here take tap water and a stiff brush, or in my case a needle. Then gently scratch over the surface. After this I covered the whole model with chipping fluid again. The first color of my camouflage pattern is dark green 2 by Tamiya XF89. For the fine lines I took my Hardan Steenbeck Infinity with 0.15mm nozzle and low pressure of 1 bar or about 14 psi. The next color of the paint scheme is Red Brown 2 by Tamiya XF90. Activate the chipping fluid with tap water again and create a worn effect on the camouflage pattern. I think this is worn enough for a tiger found in spring 1945. And now comes the fun part, assembling around about 200 cracklings. These resin tracks are 3D printed by myself. The assembly is straightforward. Put two tracks together and connect them with a steel wire. To prevent the steel wire from losing, secure it with a drop of super glue. Test fit the tracks on a dry field and looks perfect. The main paint for the tracks is Mr. Surfacer 1000 Magani. When the base coat is dried, I dry brush the tracks with light metal paint. For the rusty look, I put on a light rust enamel wash. Now it's time for the diorama. After several tryouts and markings, I found the right position for the railway tracks. Those tracks are 3D printed too and glued on the surface with super glue. Here's the most time-consuming work of the whole project. Gluing millions of cobblestones on the surface. PVA glue did a great job for fixing all those stones. The manhole cover is also 3D printed. Now I have to secure the rail tracks with tape. Filling the gaps with sand is the most messy work of the whole project. But it's necessary and makes the street looks more realistic. To fix the sand, I use a mixture of PVA glue, tap water and alcohol. Let this dry overnight. After everything is dried, I applied an oil wash with black and burnt umber. Oil paints by Abteilung 502 are my favorites. Another time-consuming job is painting each stone separately. My choice, third generation acrylic paints by AK Interactive. It's a pretty boring job, but no pain, no gain. When every stone is painted in grey, I apply my black and burnt umber oil wash again. To create highlights on the stones, I dry brush them with medium grey. Rail tracks and manhole cover are painted in a dark rust color tone. I added some rusty pigments and of course my oil wash too. Now it's time to paint the advertising column, and I choose a dark sea grey by Vallejo. The copper roof is painted with Tamiya XF6 copper. The blue-green color is stippled with a flat brush on the roof. To create an old worn effect of the roof, I lighten up the blue-green several times with white. The last step is the blue-green color lightened with white and a lot of tap water to create some kind of layering effect. Now I covered the advertising column with a lot of posters I found online and I found in my stash. My tiger tank was hit by an HE shell and now I have to create the burnt effect. The tracks are already painted and now I have to create the burnt effect on the street. First I outline the area with white, followed by dark grey. Then I filled the area with black. The ripped off wheels have to paint it in the same way. Now I have to cover my tank with a lot of debris. Reference pictures help me a lot. The best way of gluing them all is gravel and sand glue by Menge. It dried out transparent and it's rock hard. Painting figures in special skin tones can be a challenging task, but the human flesh tone set by AK is really helpful. My way is to start with a dark base coat and then highlighting raised parts with lighter colors. A wet palette here is a complete game changer. Eyes are also challenging too. Here I start with the eyeballs. The pupil itself painted with a dark blue in a vertical line. Looks a little bit like a lizard, but I will change it soon. I use several skin tones to recreate the shape of the eyes. With every layer my color gets lighter and the areas I highlight get smaller. And after many layers of lighten up, you don't see the transition between the paints. Painting these clothes is almost the same technique. I started with a darker color and lighten up the areas. Basically, this jacket is one brown color lightened up with white and yellow paints. For detailing, I tried out AK's new marker series. And in my opinion, they are a great addition to brush and airbrush. For the wooden structure, I use acrylic wash by Citadel. Now the base have to be cleaned and painted all in black. You don't need an expensive scale modeling paint, a cheap one will do the same job. And now placing all figures with super glue. I printed a name tag and some pictures and glued them onto the base. And now everything is finished. I hope you like my diorama, wenn die Kinder wieder lachen. Or in English, when the children laugh again. And now sit back and enjoy the photo show. If you like this video, feel free to like and subscribe. And leaving a comment would be great too. Thanks for watching and see you next video.